Hey everybody, how y'all doing? The Sistas
Hey,
United back
Hello,
together.
hello.
They say back together again.
Good to see
again.
y'all.
Oh my God, I missed y'all.
Oh
Listen,
man.
listen. Okay, so y'all know we gonna. I just want to say I missed y'all. I'm for real. We
I
miss.
know.
I miss y'all.
Woo,
It's a
miss
lot.
each other. It's
We
been
gonna.
mm,
Well, y'all, I tell y'all what, when we get back, we're gonna fill y'all in on what's been going on, what we've been up to. Then we got a good topic we're gonna talk about today. Make sure that you go into your inbox and start sharing the show. You go in your inbox and share it on your Facebook page. We are also on My Gospel Soul Network on YouTube. Please watch on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, welcome back. Look, I'm just going crazy in my inbox sharing the show. I'm excited to be back. I am Queenie.
I'm Odessa.
and I'm Alicia.
All right, all right. So, okay, let's start with Odessa. Odessa, see, I
Yes,
would,
ma'am.
I y'all, these are two birthday girls right now. You know, the two birthday
Yes,
girls.
we are.
And so I can't even. So we'll start with Odessa. What's up, birthday girl?
Oh, nothing. Had a birthday July 29th. In January, God told me I was supposed to have a conference on my birthday. And I was supposed to rent a venue and invite people and da 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 da. Well, life got in the way and I did not do that. And July the 5th or 6th, I'm like, well, I ain't gonna do the conference. God understands. And he said, you don't have to have a venue to give a word. So I invited some of my girlfriends out to a restaurant and I gave a word about 10, 15 minutes, and we had a blast after that. It was really, really, really a blessing. And what I felt good about the most is that I did what God commanded me to do. So
Yeah.
I think that's why, well, I know that's why the birthday was such a success. And we ate and talked and laughed and had a good time. So it was fun. And the
Yeah.
message was really about resetting, starting over at any age, because I was kind of in limbo about being in transition at 62. But he reassured me that you can start over at any age, and every
Yeah.
day he gives you new mercies. So
Yeah.
every day is a new beginning. So I
Yeah.
embraced that and I wanted to share that. So I really, really feel good about this coming year. I think 62 is going to bring a whole lot of miracles and blessings.
Awesome. Awesome. And of course, I had my reset button. Moan, she taped her reset button to the wall.
What I did, Alicia, was those little touch lamps that you just
Yeah.
hit the top of it and the light come on? I pass those out as your reset. So anytime I keep mine in my purse. So anytime there are some stresses going on and I just don't see where I'm fit to make, I just hit that button. The light comes
Mm-hmm.
on and reminds me, okay, it's time to reset. You could do this. So
Yeah.
everybody got their button
Mm-hmm.
in different places. My girlfriend got hers at her job on her desk. She said the lights stay on. She forever hit that button.
Okay. Well, I have something like that, so I'm gonna definitely start using it. I have a bulb that sits on my desk, and I can turn that light on and turn it off, and then
Yep.
it has a function where it flickers like that, and
Yeah.
it's light is just bright. Like, okay, let's snap out of it. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna start using it.
Come back, come back.
Yep. I'm gonna use it.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, birthday girl, number two. Well, side by side. Birthday girl, what's going on?
Well, Odessa was July 29th. Mine was July 30th.
Hmm.
That's
But
my
now
sister.
on the 29th, I was in Galveston. Y'all know I'm a singer and I work with a couple of different bands. So I was with one of my bands on Saturday night in Galveston. And we went live towards the end. We had an absolute blast. I before each one of my shows, we always get me and the guys, we always get in a circle and we pray.
Hmm.
And I have one in particular, Tyrone, our drummer, who's been very sick for the past 2 or 3 months. He came to the show. This is one of the first shows that he's done with us since he's been sick. And he had kept saying, I just don't know if I'm gonna make it through. You know, I no, you're gonna be all right. So we stood in the circle and prayed, and he prayed, but I couldn't finish. I couldn't break the circle without saying another prayer over them and just thanking God that day because it was my birthday. They bought me a cake. Oh my God, it was so awesome. But when I said that prayer and I just thank God for my brothers, it was like the anointing just hit that man and he had a burst of energy that night. And he been seemed like he's been okay ever since. He's been getting his appetite back and things
That's
like that.
good.
So that was a gift. That was a gift from God that I have been praying about. I need my friend to get better, Lord. I don't like to see my people sick around here. And just going through life, with my losing two of my sisters, but right around my birthday, I still feel like they were with me, and I smile through it. And I'm just, like you saying, 62 is good. 54 is is gonna be a good year for me. 54 is gonna be good to me. That's because God is with me, and I'm look for nothing but great things because I
Amen.
really I really feel like God is doing a lot of great things.
Amen. Well, huh. We got a good topic for everybody tonight. This topic is, we're a little late on it because, at the time that it happened, we were, everybody, because we got lives, we got stuff going on. Um, but I'm gonna dip back into it. Kiki Palmer wore a dress with all of
Mm.
her
Glory
ham
out.
hocks out. Yes. And people felt her boyfriend said that she shouldn't be out dressed like that. She's a mother. Okay. Which brought me to dress your age. That's the conversation that got started. And I'm curious to what, or dress age appropriate or whatever. Like if you a mama, you need to dress like this. We're gonna get into who sets that standard, who says, now I'm not going out with all my hams out. You understand me? I'm not doing it. But who, let's get into that. What do y'all think about that conversation? Should we be in dressed a certain way at a certain age, or when you got children, or whatever? What do y'all think of it? What do y'all think about it?
I think it's how you were raised or what you're
Mm-hmm.
doing. I wouldn't go out like that because it was instilled in me that ladies don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But in Kiki's Palmer's defense, she's an entertainer. I still think all of that was part of the entertainment world. And she was covered. She had a little sheer thing on. It wasn't just her natural behind. But I think all of that was publicity. I think that's what they do. Very few entertainers these days cover up anything.
Yeah.
Right.
I think you have to feel a certain way about yourself, have a certain level of respect for yourself as a mother, as a woman, as a lady, as a woman of God, as a sister, as an aunt, to dress the way you feel comfortable. Well, some people feel comfortable naked, but I don't think you should dress in a manner that you think will offend somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't like the term age appropriate because I may still think I look cute in a halter top at 62.
Yeah.
I think you should dress as young as you feel, but I think it's what's embedded or instilled in you as to how you carry that out. Because I ain't never liked clothes, but I know I had church clothes, I had club clothes, I got take the children, drop them off at school clothes. I mean, I dressed for what the occasion is. But I've seen parents come to school to drop their kids off, and they just might as well not have on anything.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's how that person feels.
Yeah.
And I've seen older women that look ridiculous dressing in mini skirts. For number one, they don't have the body. Number two, gravity has taken control, and they look like they're old trying to be young.
Yeah.
And I think that's a travesty because I think you should grow old gracefully. But you have to love yourself in order to do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I necessarily like the dress appropriate. I just think you should try to modify anything if you think it's going to offend someone else.
Okay, Alicia, what do you think?
She kind of took most of my thoughts, but I will say this. I'm looking at this little sheer dress. I had to go and look at this dress, so I'm looking.
Is it a dress or is it some pants that's sheer? Or it's a dress.
It's a dress.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when I was, how old is this baby? First of all, she's like in her 30s, right?
She grown. Yes.
Yeah, she might be between 28 and 32. She's somewhere in there.
Okay, perfect. I had a dress similar to this when I was in my 30s. Now, mind you, by the time I was 30, I was married and I had a house full of kids. And when I got ready to go to the club, I put that dress on. And my husband was on my arm, and I didn't get no, you a mama, you don't dress like that because, I'm, first of all, I pay my own bills, I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? Well, you pay your own bills, so that's what you have to do when you're grown. But I'm an adult at this point, so that's just kind of, like you say, I don't like the age appropriate. If you like having a little, I'm one of them that like having a little cleavage up if I can wear a spaghetti strap. If I find me a good enough supportive bra, because gravity has set in, if I find a good enough supportive one, y'all know I'm your wild card, so I'm just going to tell y'all like it is. If they're supported enough and I can wear a spaghetti strap and I like to show a little, I'm going to show a little cleavage. Now, I'm not going to put on something where my cheeks are out because I'm a little heavier than I was in my 30s. I was skinny. I could wear that. In my opinion, a lot of people are saying she shouldn't be wearing this because a lot of them can't wear this no more.
And they're appalled about what she wore because
they're appalled because they can't wear it anymore. When you're upset that you're built.
Well, her boyfriend said because you're a mama. But nobody was appalled that she had a baby out of wedlock. That didn't make I mean, we pick and choose what we want to ridicule people about.
Yeah. Like Chris Rock said, we got selective outrage. Why are you worried about what she got on, but you didn't get on him because he didn't marry her before he put a baby in her?
Thank you.
Why is everybody talking to the women? Let's talk to everybody.
Yeah,
Let's not
yeah.
talk to one. Let's talk to everybody. Dude, did you marry her before you made a baby with her? How dare you tell her she a mama? You a daddy, but you not a husband. You a
And I
daddy,
don't know
but
if
you not a husband.
your
But now
job is
you gonna
providing for
tell her,
her.
you tell her she a mama, but you didn't make her a wife. So in
And I don't
my
believe, I
opinion,
don't know, but does his salary provide for them, or does her salary provide?
but you
Mm.
know, we now that takes us
You have to be able to be the boss to say all of that. And she was
well.
with Usher in the entertainment world. That's part of the whole entertainment.
Let me
Okay, I
tell
want
you
to throw
something.
this in
I'm gonna
here.
tell
I
y'all
want.
something like this.
I, okay, go ahead.
I'm say this. I don't mean to cut you off, but
No problem.
Go
I
ahead.
I have seen some women right now that's as fine as Kiki Palmer in their 60s and 70s. And they got a body like that. They working out and they look good. And if they want to put on a little mini skirt or whatever it is they can do, then hey, sister, if you got it and you want whatever floats your boat, that's what you do. Some of them need to talk to these dudes in these skinny jeans in their 50s with Dunlap syndrome, with their bellies hanging over their belts. Some of these dudes with extra weight on them that's got erectile dysfunction need to just shut up, go to the doctor, go figure out what's going on with you before you continue to talk about somebody else. Sweep around your front door before you
But Alicia,
try to sweep
we
around
can't
mine.
tell if we can't tell if they erectile dysfunctional based on what
Yes,
they
we
wear, boo.
can. If you
We
got
can't
Dunlap
tell them based
syndrome
on
and
what
you
they
got
wear.
high blood pressure, if you got Dunlap syndrome and you got high blood pressure, 10 times out of 10, your pecker ain't working, and you talking smack about
But
somebody
we
that's got a
can't
dress
tell
on.
that. We can't tell that based on what they wear, boo. We can't determine all of that based on what they have on.
Well, okay.
We're talking about
We can tell that
inappropriate
Let me
dress.
jump. Let me jump in here real fast. Let me.
the inappropriate dress on that is them skinny jeans these old dudes is putting on, walking around here thinking that they cute with these 20-year-old men looking like cartoon characters. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm look.
Okay.
I'm a
I'm gonna
hush.
jump in here. I'm gonna jump in here. I'm gonna jump in here
I'm a
because I
hush. I'm
wanna.
sorry.
I want to point out a couple of things because um, it amazes me how, like Alicia was saying, we got this selective outrage, or because we're not saying any. You got Cardi B, you got Nicki Minaj, you got a couple women that just let it all flow. You have my thing was, why was the emphasis on Kiki? Because this is the thing, a lot of times people set standards for you. They set a
Mhm.
standard for, oh, Nicki Minaj can wear that. Oh, Cardi B can wear that because Cardi B was a stripper. It's like it's like people tend to push their stuff over on other people. You pushing
Exactly.
your stuff,
Yeah,
your issue, you trying to make somebody else's issue.
Exactly.
Now, where the boyfriend went wrong was, don't open up your household like that. Now she went out there,
right.
did what she did. You wait till she get home. See, that's Twitter, the Twitterverse, and the Facebook life has ruined relationships. It's ruined them. It took the respect out of them. It's taken the privacy out of
There
relationships.
you go.
And the now, first of all, he probably wasn't around her when she left out the house. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe he was. And he, said something, and then he decides to retaliate online. We never know how that whole thing
Right.
transpired to where he got it up, But yes, she's in the entertainment business. She went to see Usher, all this kind of carry on. But at the same time, I'm looking at uh who are we when you get up every morning and you decide to put on clothes. You ain't dressed, and this is just my personal opinion. You don't get dressed for people. I don't
That's
care if you
right.
going out butt naked with a squeegee. I'm not getting dressed for you. Because guess what? If I go out this door, whatever come with it, I need to be ready for it. Period.
There you
I
go.
need to be
Now I
ready
agree
for
with
it. But guess what? Just because everybody got an opinion. Everybody got one. Okay. But you don't get up and get dressed for nobody else. It's what's going on in a lot of relationships. The women dress for the man. And then sometimes the man think that the woman dressing for him, and she ain't. She dressed for herself. You get what I'm saying? And you think you gotta say so in what she wear. Well, hey, I don't, if my man wears socks and sandals, which I did marry a man that wear socks and sandals, got on my nerves. And he wore white socks with black set. It messed me up. You understand me? But that's what he wanted to wear. He wanted to wear his
Yeah.
socks with his sandals. He wanted, you get what I'm saying? There's a lot of
So did
things.
you ever voice that opinion that I can't stand you wearing them socks with them slippers?
No, I just told him, I said it amazes me that you wear socks with sandals. That's about it. Cause you know what I'm saying? Because
So
my
Yeah.
as
thing
his
is,
wife, do you think you should have been able to say, I wish you wouldn't wear that because I don't like it?
no, I mean, I told him I don't like it, but I told him, why don't you just put black socks on if you're wearing black sandals? That'll help me. I don't want you to stop doing what you love to do. Can you tweak it a little bit so I can handle it a little bit better? Understand what I'm saying? Don't wear them white football socks with them sandals. Put a little black on your feet, you know what I'm saying? Play it off a little bit, make it look like you got on a shoe on the slide, you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. But but
See, this is why we
just
get
tweak it a little
along
bit.
so well,
Yeah. Just
because
tweak it a little bit.
we have the same thoughts. And it's just crazy because it's like, hey. I
Yeah.
had to tell the guy what they say. Hey, look, I get you like your Nike slippers, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
need your socks to be black because you kind of. And I had to take my filter off because he got upset at me a couple of times. I said, "Well, I'm sorry. You just look retarded."
Oh my God. Yeah. And see,
I,
that's
I
my
just,
thing. My thing
I just,
is,
you don't look
my
right.
thing,
Please
So
change
you
that.
think the boyfriend had a right? I don't think the boyfriend was wrong
no,
for saying what he said. I think he was wrong for saying it on the platform that he used. Like you said,
well,
I think that should have been private.
well,
That should have
and
been.
then it should have been private, and at the same time, you gotta, we're not talking about he was talking to somebody he didn't, his homegirl, and which I just got in a conversation with somebody about this. It matters when you're talking to your mate, it matters how you say stuff. I know some
Yeah,
people just come straight from, you coming straight off the thing. You're gonna say what you want to say because you
Right.
grown and all that. But let me tell you, some grown people, you go ahead and say it. Say it the way you want to say it. You understand me? But understand that the person that you're talking to, it could affect them a certain way. Because a lot of men and women tear down their mate. They may be doing
hmm
something you don't like, whatever, and you want to change them or whatever. Instead of tweak it, you want to change it. And what happens is they grow to resent you for that. And then all of a sudden, when they pack their bags and leave one day, you trying to figure out why they left, because you have to learn how to communicate in a healthy manner. You got
right,
to learn, because this ain't your homegirl. This is
right,
somebody who you trying to spend your life with, and
That's
he
true.
posted that on that platform. That now I can't trust you. You see what I'm saying? Now I
Right.
can't. I can't.
I couldn't
I
trust you
don't
when
know.
you was
I
cheating
don't
in
know
the
what you
first
gonna
place.
do. Yeah, I don't know what you gonna do. You might, and I don't want to live in a place where, and I'm just talking about me. I never trust you again. I have to block you on all platforms. I'm ignorant. I'll block you. You say something crazy about me, I'm finna block you on everything. Folk gonna have to call me to tell me what you said. Cause after that point, I don't want you to have access to me
Right,
in certain areas. You get what I'm saying?
exactly.
Hmm.
It destroys something when you are out of control. he's out of control. People
Right.
can't see that. That's out of control. You on one of the biggest platforms. You know she is a entertainer,
Star.
and
Right.
you decide to light a match. You know what I'm saying? To start a fire on it. Come on, you tripping. And
Well,
then it also exploited his insecurities. It
That's what
exploited
it did.
his insecurities. That's what it did.
it exploited his insecurities, and I mean, if anybody were wise enough to tell him, first of all, you're telling her she's a mother, but you're the father that made her that mother, and you ain't
Yeah,
made her your wife.
yeah,
Why you running your mouth?
yeah. And
You
you know
know,
what's
people just
amazing
need to
too?
realize what they're saying sometimes, and then when you get
Well,
a snappy comeback, because I tell people quick, if you gonna give me a specific energy, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna probably give you that same energy back, and that's after you provoked me 1 or 2 times. By that third strike, you know, I tend to try to. I'm a very patient lioness, very very patient. But once I feel like I have to counterattack and I
It's all coming out
retaliate,
the box.
it's coming completely with no filter,
Right.
and your feelings will be hurt badly. And now everybody is, oh, we're clutching our pearls, we're grabbing our heart, we're tugging on our, everybody got their heart on their sleeve, and everybody's sensitive at this point. But my heart and everything has been, my spirit has been vexed. You have gotten on my last, you've leaned on that one nerve that God give me that I have that keeps me up here like this. And you
yeah.
lean, and when I lean and I snap, like, and when I come back up like that weevil, that wobble, but they don't fall down. When I come back up like that weevil, when I come back up like that weevil, and I'm fighting like a raccoon, then it's like, I can't believe you said that. I can't believe that you talked like that. Why did you have to kill? And I'm looking at like, I can't believe you came over here bothering me. I was over here.
I wanna look at I just had a thought. I had a thought. Now it amazes me, and I'm gonna throw this out here. I know everybody gets mad at me. I got a lot of people mad at me right now. I still go to sleep. God is still blessed.
With the
So
fan on.
so I was in a discussion with this guy, and I explained to him, if you watch porn, you can't say anything to me about what I wear. He said, how does that go together? I said, you
Had to clean my glasses.
you watching porn. You okay, so let's just break the whole trying to keep it clean. We're in a time now, and I know a lot of saints watching, and they want me to be appropriate. So I'm gonna be appropriate. Most of your husbands are watching porn on Facebook. Most
Ooh,
of
you
them.
better speak.
Most of them are talking to other women on Facebook. I know you feel like they praying with them in the inbox. They not. It's naked behind. It's tootie woo. That's what I call it. It's all through your husband's inbox, whether he asks for it or not. It's coming. Okay,
That's true.
it's a lot of men that entertain it. And so when they talk to their daughters, now you got to think your mind is being conditioned to porn. Your daughter walks out the house with a tight skirt on. You got to remember his mind is conditioned to porn. So he's talking to his daughter out of that place. A lot of men handle their women out of that place, that mindset that they've been conditioned to behind and chi-chis everywhere. And so when they daughter, they wife, it's little, the first thing comes to their mind is what they've been watching. They're watching it at work. They got, it's in their phones. I
Mhm.
dare you to scroll through your husband's pictures on his phone. Oh, go, I dare you. But porn is everywhere. It's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Mainstream TV. When you watch the BET Awards, I think one year Nicki Minaj and Megan Stallion was humping each other on stage. All these images are flooding through, you know, these portals right here. Minds are being conditioned to it. When you watch regular TV, they used to it, mainstream TV, they used to didn't show a lot of things on TV. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you could barely kiss on TV now.
Now, ooh,
So it's everywhere, and so our minds are everywhere.
Bombarded.
Yeah. So and I just so I was explaining to him. I said, till you clean up your mind, you will never be able to see a woman right. You won't be able to hear her right. You won't be until you gotta, your mind has to be clean. And a lot of people say renewed, but I'm not talking about renewed. I'm talking about cleaned up. It needs to be cleaned up. Because when you can say, like, for instance, we say it's okay to go outside in a bikini, but it ain't okay to go outside in a bra and panties. But ain't that the same thing? It's because society has set us up like that. This right here is a bikini. This right here is underwear. It's the same thing, you know. But society and sex on TV, all this stuff is flowing all through, 24/7. In movies, you can't have a movie if you don't see people on each
right,
other, kissing
right.
each other, roping each other. I watched a show where the mama was taking the teenager condom so she could, since she was so happy that she told her she was about to have sex. This is what we're living in today. Everything is over sexualized, when you go through Instagram, it's about how big your behind is. You got people killing themselves so they could drag a wagon behind them. It's ridiculous. You got women, they breasts so big they when they sleep at night they might die if they sleep on their back. It's ridiculous. But this is how we're conditioned today. And a lot of men married like us. Look, Alicia said it earlier. She said, and stuff don't work no more, but somebody just sent you an inbox and all of a sudden you think you could have that. They didn't gave you the illusion.
Willie Fred and
They
we
finna
there.
they finna clean your bank account out. Now you done left your wife, you done left your kid, this other lady. Come on. But it's this how the world is set up now. And if you ain't strong enough and you participating in these different things, you get lost in it. You can
Yes,
get
you
lost in
can.
it. And everything you see, you'll see it from that place. You'll see it from
And you
sexual
see it so
perversion.
much you think it's the norm when it's
You
really
think it's
not.
normal.
It
It's
should
not.
not be the norm.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
You know. And
It's
but it's the world we live in now. You know, it really, really is. This young man released a video where he was going off on his baby mama because the baby mama let his daughter sit on the uncle lap, and he told her that my daughters don't sit on no man lap. And I was raised that way.
I
Your
was too.
girls don't sit on
me
the.
too.
And this other dude was like, "Oh, you over sexualizing something?" No, you, yeah, okay, no,
Right.
no. But in this time, we have relaxed standards and we have upped, you know, this lady said, she was naked all across Facebook. And she was saying, I'm just body positive. But your whole tootie woo, your whole, all your big, it's out in the street. So being body positive to me has nothing to do with nudity. It has nothing to do with that. you know
No.
Mm-hmm.
it's about being sure of yourself. It's about being
Right.
confident with
Right.
yourself. It's not okay, we body positive so we finna be butt naked
You
with a
can
squeegee.
show
No,
it to
that's not
everybody.
it. Yeah, so we this world is out of control. And if you do not watch yourself, you'll be so caught up. Like I watch some people in church. I ain't judging you, but I'm saying as the generations, as time go by, the skirts are tighter and tighter. I watched this first lady. I mean, the music was going in there, and she was shouting. The usher was about to break her neck to wrap a prayer shawl around her because the skirt was so tight she could barely. I mean, and everything was just jumping. I said, "My God," you know. But this is the time we're in right now. Everything is super duper tight. Like Alicia say, everything's super duper. The men's suits super duper tight. You know, the women sitting on the front row in the church, crossing their legs, ain't got nothing on. You know, hey, and then don't nobody want you to say nothing to them. Don't say nothing to me. You know,
No, they don't want
it's
you to say nothing because you're being
it's a
old
Mm.
fogey.
yeah, it's a time and a place for all things. You look at like Odessa said, Kiki Plum was at a Usher concert,
Yeah.
but so was Patty.
And she's
Patty
an
didn't have her,
entertainer.
and Patty, and so was Patty. Patty went to the Usher concert too, but she didn't have her booty out because she was at the Usher concert. My point is, who are you? How, like Odessa said, how was you raised? What's your
But I think
mindset?
Kiki was just showing off her body because before she had that
Yeah.
baby, her body wasn't banging like that. She just
Well,
was proud to be able to
Exactly.
wear it.
Well, and some people still think that she's spelling words off of Keela and she's still in the spelling bee.
And
They
she
think
not.
she's still, and she ain't. She real grown,
Right.
real grown. But my point is, look at the world we live in today, okay? And when before you go judging and spewing stuff out your mouth, you need to tell me. And
Sweep around the front
half
door.
of y'all marrying folk. I'm gonna get in your business. Half of y'all married folk don't even know who them people are. You ain't met their mama. You don't know where they live. You don't know. You need to go find out who they are. Find out babies. You got 15 babies by somebody you ain't even married. This man was on Instagram. He was cussing out, talking about women are horrible. You know, women on food stamps, horrible mamas, and your kids bad because you kicking the men out and all this. And he was calling the women whores and all that. You know that word, but you know in the hood they call them. You know. And I
Hmm.
was just watching him rant. He was talking about how the lady on food stamps. I say, but you be barbecuing with the food stamp ribs.
Right.
Right.
You
Right.
be, you be
They
hiding in
want them
her.
food
You be
stamps.
hiding in her house and apartment. Say, don't put me on the lease, so you don't have to pay the rent. Come on, we need, you know, that's another
This is
show.
what I tell. This is what I say when it comes down to, and I say this to men and I say this to women. When we get to a point where we're bashing our own, but we're so busy trying to lay up with our own, it's a
Yeah,
problem for me. Black men that are quick to say black women ain't this and black women ain't that. Why won't you go find you somebody that is not black that you think you may like? Why do you continue trying to put the same thing in? If you're going to bash them, don't keep them in your bed. Quit trying to put them in your bed all the time. Quit trying to be all up in their house, like you say, eating their food and eating their kids' snacks and driving their car while they at work and whatever else make they boat float. But if
Hmm.
we're if black women are so horrible, and this is to my black men, why are you so busy trying to continue to be with us? And then to my black women, if you hate a black man so bad, why are you always in his face or got him at your it's we need to do better. We need
we
to
need to heal. We
we
need to
need to do
heal.
better. We're
He's
broken,
so,
we're bitter, we're
yeah.
angry. We are totally unhealed, and all these unhealed people pick me. I hear aiming at folks for no reason. Just out here. You know you're not ready to to do certain things. Just stop it. and heal yourself before you
But you
start.
have to recognize that you're hurting before you can even accept the fact you need
And
to be healed.
I agree
And
with that. I agree with that.
so many of us don't think there's anything wrong with us, so we don't seek help.
Right.
Yeah, because you met you on that's it right there.
Yeah. That's
You
why I said they
and
mad.
see a lot of black men, it's not like that. The reason the black woman is still in their bed is because they are mad at their mama. They hate what happened to their sisters. A woman probably molested them when they was a kid, because you know women molested men, and that they got chalked up to, oh, he you know is a man now, you know. So it's a
And they
lot of,
couldn't talk about it because they didn't want to be embarrassed. So they hide all of that hurt and don't realize that it's
yeah,
hurt and they need
Right.
to
yeah.
be healed.
And
Right.
what do? You reject that thing that hurt you. That's why I
Yeah.
say a lot of black men are upset, but pride tells them to just stay upset,
Right.
and you know.
Suck it
But
up.
so that's another show. We get into that. That's
Yeah.
another show.
Because I
Cause
met a couple of guys that say they didn't have any of those problems. I know a guy that say, "Well, I didn't grow up. My mama never cursed me out. I never had to worry about nobody molesting me. I never had to worry about nobody doing this, and I never had to." But they still don't like black women. They think that black women are just some of the most horrible people on the face of this earth. But they didn't grow up in, like you were saying, a lot of the drama and the things that are going on in life. So what do you know? It's like there's something wrong with the dynamic of our black men, and they're so quick to put us down. And then it's the same with a lot, some of our black women. We tend to when we tend to. I can go on that rant. Even I'm even guilty of going on that rant sometime when I'm talking about my brothers. But I can actually say, as a black woman, there is nothing on this earth like a black man. God gave us
Yes,
the
ma'am.
best thing on the face of this earth. Black
Yes,
men,
you
I
do.
love y'all. That song, Black Brother, that Angie
Yes.
Stone made, that was the best thing that she could put out there. I love y'all. But I speak wisdom on y'all. I need for y'all to get y'all wisdom. I need for y'all to understand what's really going on. Some of
we're
us
gonna
know
have,
what's going on, and we're trying to do better. But to, if we're gonna continue to vex each other's spirits and continue to do things to keep us divided, what are we really doing? What are we really doing? Are we gonna come together
oh,
and try to make this happen, or you know, what do we
we're
do?
perpetuating we're perpetuating a stereotype. That's what we're doing. See, when you, like, we go back, and we can go back to the biggest thing is making excuses and not accepting responsibility for stuff that has happened. You get what I'm saying? In our lives, we brought up in a culture where your parents didn't apologize to you for damaging you or for mistreating you. You take that hurt and it grows into a grown man or a grown woman. Now you putting somebody else through what you went through because you need somebody to explain to you why you behave the way you behave, why you saw what you
Exactly.
saw, why you went through what you went through, why my mama didn't like me and my daddy didn't want me. It's a thing that has it's grown. In our community, like, I watch these videos where people are talking about what a real relationship is, what's a masculine woman, and what's a feminine woman. It's men trying to tell a woman what's feminine, and it's women trying to tell a man what's man. Come on, we
Exactly.
need to, our whole culture needs to heal. We need to
Exactly.
heal. We need to sit down and we need to stop pointing fingers at each other and help each other heal. Like this
That's
man
right.
talking about, I ain't talking to no lady that ain't healed. She need to have her stuff together before she step to me. That lets me know that you ain't got your stuff together. Look, having a good job, a house, and all that stuff don't mean that you together. It don't
That's
mean that you
right.
together, because you could be messed up in here and in here.
Yeah.
You can have all of that and probably got all that to compensate for what's missing in here and in here. So until we take responsibility for for where we are, now I can't take Odessa's story and make it my story. I can't take another person's story and make it my story. I gotta acknowledge what I went through in my
Right.
own life. Like people are trying to have a one broad conversation about black women. You can't do that. You can't have one conversation about black men because everybody came from what you say earlier,
Different
that's
stories.
different households.
Yep.
They experience different things. We
Yep.
can't treat each other right because you a man that his mama was on drugs and his daddy left him and he had to build his whole life won't understand a woman who had a mama and daddy in the house and she functions a different way and she may be catered to by her daddy, and he may not understand a woman like that.
Right. Right.
He want her, but he don't understand her, so he might handle her a little rough. And she
Right.
might reject it because she don't understand that. But that's my point. You can't get up one day and say, well, you the woman, I'm the man, and you supposed to bow down to me because I'm the man. No, if you this is a whole nother show, y'all. Let me
Woo.
It's a whole
That
nother
is. That's a whole nother show.
That'll preach.
Oh, that's a whole nother show. We're gonna have to do the rug again. But anyway, um, age appropriate, act your age. All these sayings. We need to debunk a lot of these old school sayings that people used to say. We need to really unpack them and see if they really are they wisdom or are they foolishness. Because
Right.
I heard, look, that saying half a man is better than no man at all.
That's a
Let's
lie.
unpack that. That song where the lady say, "You see that house he live in? I bought it. That car you drive, come on." We need to unpack that. And we're gonna do it in our future shows. We're gonna get into some hard hitting conversations, and it's not gonna be for the faint at heart. We're gonna talk about the wife that stayed with the husband that beat her up. Okay. I mean, beat her all the way up. And she stayed because she felt like it was God. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unpack that. We're going to unpack the mama stand with the daddy that's on drugs, stole everything out the house. And the family was living from place to place, and she continued to let him in. The wife that was on drugs and the husband that had to raise the kids while and look at her, while past her on Skid Row. We're gonna unpack that. We're gonna talk about that because that's real. That's real. I know everybody wants something sanctified, but you can't get sanctified till you get truthful, till you get real. So Sisters United is not coming back, and we ain't catering to nothing. We're gonna tell you the truth. We're gonna talk about you. You think you can sex this man to death and he gonna be with you, and he keep leaving, going home to his wife. We're gonna talk to you and see why you think that's okay. Because he ain't the one with the problem. You the one with the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Amen.
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 Anybody want to say anything? Sisters United, we ain't look, we lose it. People are husbands are killing wives and themselves. They call it murder suicide. Women are killing all their kids
Mm-hmm.
because of mental health problems.
I just saw a clip yesterday where a woman just gave birth in the toilet on South Post Oak in Brookston at a Shell and left the dead baby in the toilet and just drove off and went home. Changed clothes and everything and got in a car and was driving out to Mexico. They caught her on her way to Mexico.
See, we need to talk about these things. We need
There
to
are
talk
some
about this
crazy
baby.
things going on.
We need to talk about that girl that just, her mama and she missing and we even posted to find the girl. The girl ain't even, you know.
We need to talk about that brawl that happened in Montgomery, Alabama.
Yes, we do.
Because
And
guess what?
got everybody buying chairs.
They done made t-shirts.
I get it. Look, now, it
Well,
wasn't
I have
funny,
to
but it
admit,
was
I want a
funny.
T-shirt.
I, mm, mm. I enjoyed the post they put. They said if the river if the riverboat brawl was a gospel song and go, and they had all of these different songs that they were using as far as, and one that tickled me was "This Means War." I was so tickled. "This Means War,"
Yeah.
and "Sign Me Up for the Christian
Christian
Jubilee."
Jubilee. But watch this. I also watched a video that gave the history of that exact spot.
Right,
Slaves were sold right
right,
there at that place.
right. There's a lot of
So
history. And a
it's a
black
history.
man designed the folding chair.
Yeah, it's a hit. I'm telling you, y'all, it's a history. We're gonna get into that probably on the next show. It gives us more time to research, get our notes together, so that because I don't want to give out information that ain't correct.
This is
Because
true.
you wanna really get into, you know, what they really meant. And people are saying, why is it so major? When you hear about the history of that place, it's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. Okay, Alicia, give us some closing remarks.
As for our topic, age appropriate, and they're saying at your age and all that, I say stop judging people and sweep around your own front door. And I need everybody to be encouraged because it's gonna get better if we keep each other encouraged instead of tearing each other down. I think we would have a much better place that we're living in. We need to spend a little more time lifting each other up, and that's
Yeah,
lifting our men up and lifting our women up and our children.
yeah,
We need to do that a little more
yeah.
with each other, especially.
Amen. Okay, Odessa, what you want? What's your closing
I
remarks?
agree. I think that we should stop being so judgmental. And as a matured woman, I think we should spread wisdom. You start one person at a time and explaining why your view and why you think the way you think. And if you could help somebody else, then I think that's what we should start doing. And
Hmm.
you
Amen.
can only do it one person at a time.
Amen. Okay, and I'm gonna drop this quick little. So Sisters United is a My Gospel Soul. Uh, it's a My Gospel Soul ministry. So we have our magazine that's going out all over Houston. We're getting ready to publish the next publication. So, Mahogany Girls is one of our sponsors. Bustin' Loose in Faith, Seed of Faith is one of our sponsors. Um, you can buy ad in the magazine. Okay, we're getting ready. It's going to be different people on staff that's going to be calling. It's going to be asking you to take out an ad in this ad book magazine. And I promise you, when we pass it out, we know people you don't know. Then we got people working for us that we don't, they know who we don't know. So it's going out all over Houston. We've been we in Conroe, we're in grocery stores, we're moving about. Okay. So you want to sign up to get listed. You call 713-340-9163. I believe Odessa is one of our writers. She's going to be writing. I'm going to see what if Alicia is going to be working, which I know she probably is. And we want you to contact either one of us if you want to get an ad in the magazine, full page, quarter page, half page, business card size, or just the listing, 5-line listing that's available to you. Okay. All right. So make sure y'all check out my page. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe on My Gospel Soul Network. We love you. Have a great night. We're praying for you. Act your age, not your shoe size. Ah, that's another one. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye bye.